Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vik and Wern Sports Chat and welcome to our morning show. Oof. Telling you guys, feeling a lot better this morning. Feeling a lot better. I need a little bit of sleep yesterday. Voice is still a little bit rusty, but hey, don't worry. We're going to get into a fantastic show today. As you can see, the topics are on that side. There you go. We're going Champions League, NHL, NBA, cricket, a little bit of mixture, but looking forward to this one. Just going to see what's in the chat there. Oh, got a lot of people. Surrender, Diego, Cliff Richard, Belinda, Ronnie, Rose Garden, Dion. Hope no load shedding today. No load shedding. Looks like the sound is good as well today. So hey, listen here. Everybody should be happy this morning. Everybody should be happy this morning. Because I am definitely happy this morning. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Look, we've got a lot to talk about this morning. We will start. There's only one place to start as per usual. And that is with the football this morning. A lot of football. There was a lot of football last night. Big Champions League night last night. A lot of teams under pressure last night. Needed a win. Look, so let's go straight into it. I think good result for Celtic against Dinamo Zagreb, 0-0. Liverpool won on a penalty from Mo Salah against Girona. Girona not doing that well. They had a fantastic, had a fantastic season last year, but they're not got it going this year. Brest beat PSV 1-0. Good result for Brest. Shakhtar Donetsk got hammered by Bayern Munich after going 1-0 up after 5 minutes. They lost 1-5. Then we have Brugge. Brugge beat Sporting. Listen here. Sporting Lisbon. Not been doing well since they lost Amarin to us, to Manchester United. Not that we've been doing a lot better, but yeah, look, I feel for Sporting. You know, you have such a great season and then you lose a coach in the middle of the season, not because you wanted to get rid of him, but hey, that's the way it is. You get rid of coaches in the middle of the season, some people take them away from you. Then the two RB teams. First, Salzburg got hammered by Paris Saint-Germain at home, 3-0, and RB Leipzig still to win a game in the Champions League. A lot of pressure on their coach Marco Rose. They lost 2-3 against Aston Villa. Aston Villa doing very well in the Champions League. Leverkusen beat Inter, big result for Leverkusen. And Atalanta against Madrid, very good game. And Real Madrid came through there, 2-3 for Madrid. So they needed that win. Madrid are still under pressure. They needed that win big time. So that was the Champions League for today. Before we go on, 1 second. Looks like a sneeze is coming up. No. Yes. No problem. Let's read out there. When is the next Suma update? Yeah, Vern will get into that on the weekend. And more cricket would be great. Don't worry. There's cricket coming up for you today, a little bit more than normal. Don't worry, Ed. Don't worry. Not a second. Then after the Champions League, we get into the NBA. There were only 2 games in the NBA this week. This evening. The next one was the yesterday result. I have to have 3 up because this overlay only allows me to put 3 in there. Don't worry. That is wrong. I got the names mixed up. The Bucks beat the Nets. The Bucks beat the Nets 109-114. And the Pacers beat the Hornets 104-118. Our star man's going to come out of that one game afterwards, so make sure that you stay for that. Then the NFL, big NFL games. I'm going to tell you the one at the red at the bottom. Let me see if I can give you an update on that quickly. If that is still a 3-3 draw, let me have a look. All right, so that's actually changed. Let's start with the bottom one, the Blues and the Canucks. The Canucks have just now in the last seconds lost that game 4-3 to the Blues in overtime. And there's another game that is in overtime. And that has also just finished. It's not on the screen. That's the Panthers beat the Kraken 2-1 in overtime. But let's get into the other games. The Maple Leafs lost 2-1 in overtime to the Devils. A lot of overtime. The Avalanche smashed the Penguins 6-2. The Sharks lost to the Hurricanes 3-2. The Flyers beat the Blue Jackets 5-3. That's Columbus Blue Jackets. LA Kings beat the New York Islanders 3-1. Calgary Flames beat the Nashville Predators 4-3. The Boston Bruins got smashed by the Winnipeg Jets 1-8. The Tampa Bay Lightning lost 1-2 against the Edmonton Oilers. And the Minnesota Wild won 5-4 after overtime against the Utah Hockey Club. Now, listen here, Utah, get a new name. Get a new name. Before we go anywhere, get a new name. I'm going to put you guys as the jackasses of the season if you don't give us a new name by the end of the season. Then let me not forget, up here in the corner, in this corner, no, this corner, in this corner, that corner. As you can see, we're at 11,911 subs. We are trying to get to 12,000 by the weekend. So please subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. That would be much appreciated. Then we move on from the NHL, as I did promise all you guys, cricket. A lot of cricket out there. I need to put out my cricket scores up here so I can have a look at it a little bit better. All right, so let me explain. For those that are not cricket savants like Surrender and the boys, an ODI, that is a 50-over game. Bangladesh against the West Indies. The West Indies won that by 7 wickets with 79 balls left, so the West Indies did well. Then there were some qualifiers for the World T20 Championships that's coming up. The Bahamas beat Belize by 3 runs. You can see the scores on the table. The Cayman Islands lost to Suriname by 6 wickets. As you can see, a lot of these places are all ex-English colonies. Mexico, not an ex-English colony, they lost to Bermuda by 6 wickets. Argentina, definitely not an ex-English colony, get myself into big trouble there. They won against Panama by 6 wickets, so they're all trying to qualify for the T20 World Cup. And then T20 game in South Africa. South Africa played against Pakistan, and South Africa won by 11 runs. Those are 2 big nations in cricket, South Africa and Pakistan. So a good win for the South Africans. South Africa's on a little bit of a roll at the moment, and all the South African boys out there are going to definitely be happy about that. So as you can see, I don't know who that was. AKD, he is from Pakistan. We knocked you off, man. We knocked you off. Some cricket updates. We'll update you. There's another 4 or 5 games tomorrow, so we'll update you on the cricket. And don't worry, cricket is going to be featured quite a lot from now on. Then, after the cricket, we got to get into some other stuff here. Let me take the cricket away here. Just to remind you quickly, tomorrow night, we will be live. Victoria Pilsen against Manchester United. So please join us tomorrow night at 18:30 Central European Time for that game. That is Man United against Pilsen. Big game for United. So please join us there. There we go. Let's get that away. All right. Then, if you haven't noticed, we have some polls going on our community page, and I'm going to put up 2 new polls today. I'll tell you all about those polls tomorrow. Please contribute to our polls. We've asked which coach in the Premier League is going to get the sack next. Let me just have a look. 40% of you say Gary O'Neill. Well, yeah, that has changed since they lost to West Ham and Julian Lopetegui on Monday night. And then the other poll that we do have out at the moment, who's to blame for the big mess that is called Manchester United at the moment? Is it the Glazers? Is it Jim and Ineos? Are the players to blame, or is the manager to blame? 1% of you think it's the manager. I'd like to know which 1% that is. You've got to be a prat. Sorry to call you out like that. Can't blame the manager. He's been there for 3 games. We've been a shit show for 10 years. The Glazers have been there for 20 years. It doesn't look like it's getting a lot better under Sir Jim and Ineos, and I blame the players, and 50% of you do blame the players, so that's quite cool. Let me just have a look. I'm just going to keep into the chat there. All right. So yeah, just check out those polls and take part. That'd be great. And there's 2 new ones coming out today. I think I'll do an NBA poll and maybe another cricket poll. We'll see. We will see. Then we got to get into the idiots of the day. So let's start off. For me, jackass of the day, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. I mean, the news coming out of Old Trafford in the last 24 hours. I mean, every player's looks like they're up for sale. The sports director was fired after 5 months. I mean, you got to think of it this way. We wanted Ainsworth, the sports director. He was the sports director at Newcastle. We poached him. We had to wait 6 months because he was gardening leave. We had to pay something like 10 million to get him out of his contract. We gave him a big contract, and after 5 months we fire him, and now we have to pay compensation for a club that is obviously looking for money at the moment. I mean, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Then we had a manager in Ten Hag that won us 2 seasons in a row a trophy. There was this big discussion of firing him in the summer, and then they decide to stick with him, and then they fire him in November. I mean, and they have to pay compensation. I mean, off-field compensation is going to be running at about 100 million soon for non-players. I mean, not that you should give the players any more money, please. They are terrible. They are terrible. And then, you know, we don't want to end the day on a shitty note at all. We don't want to end the day on a shitty note. So we're going to talk about our star man of the day. So we'll put him in there. That is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jesus, that name is most probably the hardest name in sports. We just call him the Greek freak. Good game yesterday. 37 points. Got his team into the semi-finals of the NBA Cup. People don't know what the NBA Cup is. Let me run that down. During the season in the NBA, they take regular season games and they kind of put them in as the NBA Cup. It's not helping the NBA. The NBA ratings are going down fast. I mean, no one's watching the NBA anymore. It's a shame because it's such a beautiful sport, but it's become so uninteresting. It's so offensive minded. There is no defense anymore. I mean, you can't play defense. You can't hand check or anything like that anymore. Players can, you know, traveling is not even called in the NBA. I mean, you can take 5 steps without the ball. I mean, it's such an advantage for the offense. So, but nevertheless, Giannis doing a good job there. The star man of the day. He is doing a fantastic job for the Bucks. They are starting to roll. You know, Damian Lillard is doing good for them. Their coach, Doc Rivers, under a lot of fire at the beginning of the season. They're starting to pull the stuff together. So, yeah, that is definitely looking good. Then just let me check. Just want to check some of the chats, if there's anything out there. Anything more. We got Surrender in there. Okay, Surrender, what a great show again. More cricket, I did that one. Just not to miss anybody. Ranesh Dutta, very good morning, guys. Yes, good morning to you too. So yeah, everybody looks like they are happy. We just want to check this out. Just always making sure we get all the. There you go. That's good. Everybody's in the chat this morning. I like that. There you go. So no, we're doing well. Big round of Champions League games tonight again. Let's get rid of Giannis, even though he deserves to be the star man. Big Champions League night again tonight. Another 9 games in the Champions League. City's going to be playing. Dortmund's going to be playing. So there's a lot of good games there tonight. And then tomorrow, obviously, is the EuroLeague and the Conference League. And again, I'm just going to make some advertisement for our game for tomorrow night. Please join us live. Manchester United against Pilsen. That'll be at 6:30 Central European time. So please join us there. Didn't see Wern in the chat this morning. Is he actually working for a change? That could be something new. Yeah. What else have I got? There is, yes, don't forget, there is the women's handball European Championships that are on at the moment. It's on a lot of the TV channels here in Europe, so check that out. Darts is coming up very soon as well. Then there is the Scottish Open in snooker on. I think, if I got it right, Mark Allen is through. Kyron Wilson got through. So yeah, that's looking to heat up nicely. It's a lot of the superstars. Obviously, Ronnie O'Sullivan's missing, but I think we guys got it slowly but surely get used to Ronnie not being around. A lot of new stars like Judge Trump and stuff like that, and the Chinese boys, they're all coming. So there's snooker on, there's darts on, there's football, there's everything. We'll talk a lot about that tomorrow. But for today, thanks for joining. I hope my voice is a little bit better than yesterday. Some people told me I looked tired yesterday and a little bit sick. I hope the appearance was a little bit better today. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. We are at 11,911. So let's try to get to 12,000 ASP. We can only do that with your help. You guys enjoy your day. Drive safely, drive carefully. Enjoy your day. If it's morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thanks a lot for joining in, and we'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.